to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
I thought we were gonna match pitch today. I was trying to assume
Where did you think we were gonna go?
I thought I thought we were gonna be there.
Well, I was about to go into Beyonce Drunken Love.
I would pay good money. I will give you a month to get that right, and I will give you $20 if you sing it correctly.
I just did it half right.
No, you didn't. That's not.
I did the do re mi shit.
I saw that.
So
I saw that.
And I did it right.
Listen, me and Rodney have maintained that you don't suck at singing. You just play too much.
That's why you can put anything in that blank. I don't suck at redacted human behavior. I just play too much. That goes for anything.
Yeah, except like sports and stuff. Are you sporty?
No, I'm genuinely unathletic as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not sporty either.
I could cheer because cheer was dance, and I can dance.
I'm not that great of a dancer. If it's not musical theater, because that
I never even tried.
I ate that up.
I didn't do, so I can do a stiff count. No, I'm harder at stiff count.
So you weren't a shake and stomp cheerleader. You were like white people cheerleading.
I was an all-star cheerleader.
Okay.
So it would be like, national champ, there can be only
If you
one.
step outside that ugly blue carpet, you were that cheerleader.
Yes, we were on the ugly blue carpet. And then once I became an AKA, I was a better stroller than I was a stepper.
Yeah, I be seeing your videos where you go like this.
Something slutty.
And then you go like this. And I'll be like, okay, Mel, go ahead.
Slutty strolls, a quick little crunk stroll, because that's easier for me. But when it was time for step team, now I stepped twice. 2 shows, that's a lot. But I was in the back.
I was on the step team in high school, and I wasn't bad at that.
And I think my body, we gave ourselves step line names as well. We had step line names as well.
So you got your real name, you got your line name, you probably got some undercover illegal ass line name, and then you got the step team line name.
Yeah,
that's too many
so
names.
It was just funny. It just made the experience more fun for us, right? Mm-hmm. And my step line name is Jello, because when we would go into set, not like the location set, but set for the cheerleaders and steppers out there, and not the police, but set, I would still be, everything would still be, this is 40 pounds ago, so I've always been a thick bitch. Everything would still be moving. I would be getting in trouble. They'd be like, Mel, why are you still moving? I'm just like, hey.
Can't help it.
I'm a jiggly bitch. So they named me Jello.
Yeah. I like being jiggly. It's fun.
I'm just a jiggly, I'm a jiggly girl.
It's a good time. I fell going for a run on Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard in front of, to this day, a pack of fine niggas. I've never seen that many fine niggas in one place. And when I was little, I used to go for a run simply for the attention. And bitches with nice bodies act like they don't go for runs for the attention. You want people to look at that ass and the fact that you got abs and shit. Like, let's call a spade a spade. I was running down a hill on Ivan Allen Jr.
Playing a dangerous game.
And my foot said, and I rolled down the hill and I felt my ass clapping as I rolled. And the niggas was kind of like, wow.
To have niggas speechless, they just...
And then one of them was like, oh, damn. And I think that might have been the last time I had a serious run. I run at the park, and the fact that skinny bitches run behind me really bothers me, because don't use me to break the wind, bitch. Like, don't.
They're using you for shade and
They're
shit.
using me for shade and comfort. Don't run behind me like I'm some
funny.
whale to keep the wind from hitting you in the face. Get the fuck, put your blinker on and pass me. Go around me.
Yeah, I've never gone for a run for any occasion at any size for anything.
It's fun. Sometimes
my heart will explode out of my chest.
You got the asthma.
Which I found out was iron deficiency. Whatever the case may be, that's funny. The stifled laughter is hilarious.
You seen that Santana video where he like, you want to talk loud?
Yeah. Literally, the oxygen is not being carried through my blood fast enough, and that's terrible.
My body doesn't like that I run, and almost every time I feel worse after. But while it's happening, it is very freeing to like feel the wind on your face and all of those things.
Is it okay that we move these?
Yeah,
I felt like
it felt far away.
Okay. Even as a
Hey, did we say hi? I'm Tally.
I'm Mel. Sorry.
Yes, and we're at the SC Content House yet again.
Sorry, you know how we get on our tangents.
Yes,
We're trying to do better.
yes.
But I grew up in South Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a lot of currency in the speed in which that you run.
Why?
So listen, growing up in Miami, if there's a
Like,
group of,
foot races and shit?
yes,
Yeah,
as a
okay.
group of black children, let's race. And I'll be like, let's not. I do not enjoy such races because I would always lose. I've never been a fast runner. That's never been my deal. And if you look at the numbers, Florida creates the most track stars, football
That's true.
stars. They all come from South Florida. And just being the only girly who could not run fast was unfortunate. And then like in summer camp, bitches used to be like bullying me about it. And I'm just like, well, first of all, we're the same age. I'm going to 6th grade. You're going to 4th. So fuck you.
Okay, that's
And
awful.
I read much better than you. And just because
Reading just was not a thing for people. They didn't give a fuck.
they
that
didn't
you
give a
could
fuck
read.
about any of that, but that's what helped me sleep at night because
I'm smart. I'm going places.
I'm going places, which is middle school, and you are back down to Ludlam Elementary causing hell. Fuck you. And I was be so mad at summer camp. Let's race. No.
Man,
So
sorry, go
when
ahead.
it was time for the bitch circle, you start being a bitch when you're like 9 or 10.
We never stopped.
What I'm saying, that's where we start.
Okay, yeah.
You start being a bitch. It's when like, oh, you're a bitch. Like we was.
Are you a bitch too? Oh my God.
So when we were like the 9 and 10-year-old girls, we sat in a circle and they're like, okay, well, let's tell everybody what we hate about each other. And everything they hated about me was that I couldn't, like, you slow. I'm just
I would
like-
have heard you slow and been like, clarify.
I was like, well, actually,
Hold on.
I knew what they meant because it ain't in reading, baby.
Man, I knew the girls on my track team hated me so hard because
Track
I
team's
was
crazy.
I was the slowest. When I was in the 8th grade, my daddy, I've told this story on here, he was like, you got to do something. He was like, you got to play a sport or something. He was like, you've been doing this theater shit and that's cool. And you like to sing and we like that you like to sing, but you got to do something
I can do
athletic.
volleyball or something.
Because they wouldn't have me. And one of my friends was on the volleyball team and she was already really good. And like, that was hers to me. Like, I'm very much
That's
like,
your thing.
if something is your lane, whether I'm gonna, first of all, I wasn't gonna do good at it anyway. So then now you got your dumbass best friend on the team embarrassing you when this is serious
Very,
for
like,
you.
Lizzie McGuire.
Then everybody on the team is like, get your fucking slow ass friend. So I wanted to do something. My other friend played basketball. I tried out for I maintain that I'm not bad at basketball. All them bitches was just so much better than me. At that time, them hoes was
And
monsters.
DeKalb County does not play about fucking basketball
At all.
So, like, Columbia fucking sucked in every sport.
Not that
but
basketball.
we did not fuck around in basketball. So I understand that.
Yeah, them girls, and then the girls that were already on the team kind of came to me like, you cool and we like you, but we don't play about this shit. And I was like,
Fair.
true word. So I went out for track because I'm like, nobody's gonna touch me. It's not a contact sport. My temper was too bad to do anything that involved me being able to get hit. I'm gonna have unsportsmanlike conduct. It's just not gonna go well. Sure. So I told my dad, I was like, I'm gonna try out for track. Slow, unfocused, all this shit. She had me run the 100. She was like, God damn. And
It took
I
you
was like,
45 minutes.
I was like, hey man, I did the best I could. So she was like, okay. She was like, I want you to run the 800. And I'm like, what's the 800? I've never
2
heard
laps.
these numbers before. So she put me on the 800 and I didn't do bad on the 800 because even today, I can't do things quickly, but I have a lot of stamina. Anything physical, I can do for a really long time. I may not be able to do it fast, but I have walked for like 4 hours consistently. I can focus. So she put me on the 800, she put me on the mile, and I did pretty good. I beat like 2 people doing that.
Come on, 7th place.
Yeah, I was in there. And at the end, when she posted the track list, my name wasn't on it. Then she picked some other bitch's manager. I said, hold on. I said, look, Coach
could at
Butler
least held the
Wilson.
clipboard.
Yeah, Coach Butler Wilson, God rest her soul. She was our health teacher. They
were always the health teacher and the coach.
She did the track stuff. She taught some subjects she had no business teaching. She should not have been teaching anything
no money.
academic. But I said, hey man, I can't go back to this house without having made a sports team. And she was like, Jasmine, she was like, the adults at this school, the teachers at this school, we all love you. And that's how I knew it was deep, that she did not want me
But
on
I
her
will
team.
not have you on that bus
She was
going
like,
to
she was like,
Stevenson. Let me know.
we care about you so much and I appreciate your effort. She was like, you just cannot be on my team. And
Little
like,
girl's gonna whoop her ass.
not trying to be, sympathy points for anybody listening, because I'm still not happy about some of those reviews. I'm telling this to tell the story. I told her, I was like, look, my dad's kind of violent. I can't have this shit. I said, put me on the team and then I'll get kicked off myself. I said, but let me run a couple races and get the fuck out of here. So she put me on the team to the point where my dad,
Here, damn.
she was like, here, damn. She's like, but you're only running the mile. And so I said, bet, because I liked the mile. It was slow. I got to really do whatever.
You compromising like, look.
I'm leaving with something. So I ran the whole season. I was so unfocused. That's why the team hated me. I was slow and unfocused because I'm going to the track meet for the boys. I want to eat the snacks out
That's
the
what
coop.
the niggas. My motivation for most things growing up has been boys. I don't care.
Where the niggas at with the dreads? Where the niggas at with the dreads? That's how it was.
I was going to youth conferences. You think I was there for our Lord
For
and
the
Savior
Lord?
Jesus Christ?
No, I got Jesus
There
at
are
home.
niggas,
There are niggas here.
What are we talking about?
I never won a race, and then the the race that I got third place in, you know that meme where the guy like gets third place, he's popping champagne, he's biting his medal. That was me, and my dad was like, "Get in the truck." I was losing it. The person who got first place, I stole their moment, like straight up. And
Hell yeah, nigga.
I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Ah! And everybody was like, oh my god. My dad was like, let's go now. I was like, third place, Dad. And I was like embarrassing him because I'm pointing at him. I'm like, that's my dad. And he's like, third place. He's like, oh my god, please. Oh, that's so
that was
funny.
No, I was actually pretty good at cheerleading, and I was a good stunter because I was so fucking big compared to. No, not in like.
It's just funny how you said that.
No, a lot of my team was like really good girls from the little. So like it was called Top Gun All Stars, one of the best cheerleading teams in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, this is 2005, right? It's 2005, and a lot of the girls, including like the owner's daughter and everything, they were from the little girls team. So like the teams would be like the little girls was like BB, so they're like 3 to 5, and then it was
the
like,
widow
the widow
ones.
ones, and then like silver bullets, bullet black, bullet gold, and then like the older teams would like have other gun related names. So like the BBs,
Gun related names is crazy.
Top Gun
Title. Gun related names.
gun related names. So the BB's girlies were so good because like they were really close to the owners there or the owner's actual daughters. So they had their back handspring. So they got to join my team, but they were 5 years old. So many of the girls were so little. I'm 12 because I wasn't old enough to.
So it's just like, here's the child.
Yeah, I'm 12. She's 5. This is the easiest fucking stunt I've ever done in my life. The girls were teeny tiny. So they were very easy to stunt. And because I wasn't 13, I wasn't old enough. Actually, I think I may have been 11. Yeah, I don't think I had turned 12 yet. So once you turn 12, you have to go to the juniors teams. So I'm like, bro, the fuck are you talking about? I'm a back spot. This bitch is not moving. This is so easy. And then I could dance.
Solid.
Solid. So literally like the first year of the competition, like I'm in it. I'm like, this is so much fun. I'm cheerleading. Like I can do the little quick movements, whatever. The dance, I'm lit. Like literally one competition, my parents were busy. I don't know what they were doing. So my sister.
Something for Jesus, probably.
Maybe it was a Sunday. I think it may have been a Sunday. You're right. And so my sister and her boyfriend, they were both seniors in high school, took me to the competition. I think I've told this story before. And South Florida. So my sister's boyfriend at the time, her high school boyfriend, was a drum major at one of the like big high schools in Miami. He was like, "I bet you won't ride out in the competition." I said, "Who won't? Who? Who won't?
Came talking to me.
Who ain't gonna ride out?" He's like, "I bet you won't ride out." I was like, "Hell yeah, I ride." Mind you, I'm like 11. He's like 17. He's like, "I bet you won't ride out." I said, I bet I will. I bet I will. I love being from Florida. So it was like a quick. What was the song that we danced to? I cannot remember what the song was, but it was like a do 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 do, and it's like a quick little.
It was a BB Boobop song.
Yeah, like quick little cheerleader. Ba, 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 ba. Cheer, yay! But my part comes, mind you, I'm all the way in the back. The DVD is somewhere in my home. I can't find it right now, obviously, because it's a DVD. You could see myself. I'm 11 years old. I'm like prepping myself. Like I'm pulling up my skirt because this nigga said I ain't gonna ride out. It's supposed to be a. I said. I was up there like a fucking FAMU striker because he dared me to do it. It was such a good time.
That's my type of shenanigans, though.
And we won.
I love that.
And of course, the little black girls over there being obscene in the back, but it was a good time. And then the next year, they put me in the front for the dance.
I know that's right. She said I earned my spot.
Because bitch, let me do what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Okay, we're so off topic.
Yes.
Booty hole.
Booty hole. Booty hole.
Booty hole. Should we wait to do that after the joke of the week? What do you think?
Joke of the week goes into our topic for me.
It goes right on into
so
it.
yeah,
But
let's
usually
do
the booty hole ties into the topic as well.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see on TikTok this week? Let's talk about
So
it.
what I saw on TikTok this week, I want to talk about the poster girl dresses. I want to talk about it from someone who used to twirl on poles and someone who was a young girl who used to dress slutty. So the poster girl dress essentially are those sex clothes that come out of the pack in the beauty supply store that's a body
dress
stocking,
outfit,
the one
yes.
size fits all. So somebody was talking about like how with millennials and Gen Z, it seems like that Gen Z is trying to like buck and break a lot of social norms that have already been set by millennials. And because we exist so closely, but we're also in this place where they're like old, trying to push us out. It's like, no, we're still outside in some of the same places as
We
you.
also created this.
And we also, we built this. You know what I'm saying?
None of this exists without us.
So somebody was like, you know, you're bucking social norms that don't need to be bucked because people who are still engaging in the same things with you, we're all in the same place. So I'm appropriately dressed for a night out, and you have on a body stocking and HUARACHES. We're having a disconnect. Like, what the fuck is going on? So here's my take on it. There's a picture of me somewhere on my iCloud. I have on a poster girl bodysuit. I have on my pleasers, big hair, glitter everywhere, stripper glam. The fact that if that picture was taken today, that is an outfit that someone will wear outside. Literally. Is crazy to me. And not even on some back in my day, we wore tuxedos to the club.
To Harold's in their outfit.
But
for no reason.
you're at the whole thing, and somebody wore it to something like Chili's or something like that.
That's crazy as fuck.
And
Why
we
are you
were
down
just
to the
at
Applebee's?
Chili's. Why are you doing it? So that's really just crazy to me because Mecca talks a lot about like wearing hoochie clothes, but being appropriate in what type of hoochie shit that you're wearing. First of all, if you're gonna wear the poster girl dress or bodysuit or whatever the fuck, step or don't. That is a huge problem for me.
And that just goes for anything.
I'm not the dressingest bitch in the world, but my issue with the Gen Z girls is like, you want to do it and you don't. Why can I see your pussy print and your nipple rings, but you have on Crocs? I genuinely don't know what the fuck is going on
and
here.
I think that was the point that Green Heels was going for. And
Yeah,
it got misconstrued.
she got ate up so bad.
And you know what? I made friends with her. That's my girl now.
No shade to her.
She got me some tickets to the Sky Game, bitch. We're locked in. But
so funny how they ate her up though. They was like,
and it was funny because it was just like, I think the Gen Z divide with us, like, you're old. It's like, we're not far in age. We're still like sibling aged apart. I'm 8. You can be my little sister. It's not like when I birthed you. What is going on? So even with that, it's a weird, I think because club culture just isn't the same. So like everything is the club now and nothing is the club now. So there's no delineation. This is your Chili's outfit. This is your Cheesecake Factory outfit. This is your Gold Room. This is your Compound outfit. This is your
Hookah Lounge outfit.
This is your Hookah Lounge outfit. What's the name of the one on Juniper?
Sivas. Oh, I miss Sivas.
There's no like.
But they didn't have an outside transition. And I think that's what, first of all, because like me, I remember when my freshman year of college, the thing that all the bitches that was right above me in age, like even seniors on the college campus, them bandeau tops, them black bandeau
I was bandeau
crop
down
tops,
and seen
the older girls
freshman year
used to be so irritated about that. Gen X girls used to be so that's just a piece of, that's underclothes, that's undergarments.
That ain't no real top.
So
and the leggings pants.
Yep.
They hated that too.
Whatever the slut clothes were at the time, I used to be outside in them. But when we're talking about clothes, and then the thing about it is, first of all, Gen Z is very like more prudy than we were in terms of being anti-sex work, being homophobic, being transphobic, all of these things. But your aesthetic that you're failing to capture is coming from these people. You want to wear sex worker clothes, but you don't respect sex workers enough to be like, okay, but when these bitches put it on, they step. But you want to kind of do it because you're trying to express your sexuality through your clothing, but you're not trying to do it all the way. I don't know. It's strange.
It's a very backwards thing because it goes back to that conversation that we were having when the anime abbeys were like tooting their nose up at millennials because like, it's like in you a victim kind of way, but also like I would never kind of way. So it's just like, when it was a conversation about like the younger 20-somethings dating older men. And it's like, well, of course you haven't had the opportunity to be a stupid young bitch dating older men because you haven't dated anybody because you haven't been outside and catch stress. And it was something else recently. Oh, and they were complaining about not having friends or something like not knowing how to make friends as adults. Of course you don't, because you run a stand page and you're 23 years old. So you haven't had any kind of human experience to have be open to anything because you haven't done anything at all.
And it's not their fault, but it is interesting to watch the younger girls. And if you're listening to this and you're young, I stand by what I said. Fight me about it. They don't have like a je ne sais quoi. They don't have like aura. Me and Brittany went to Deeper. And we were dressed. We had on not super sky high heels, but we had on real shoes. We had on heels. Had my sunglasses on. We in there vibing or whatever. The lights in Deeper, I love. Whoever's running the lights, they're like music video lights. I love it. We're in there dancing, shawty. Same on Sean Price. Tina Marie came on. I'm cutting up on the floor. And you could see the Gen Z girls kind of being like, it's not cringy that you're doing this, but I'm uncomfortable that you're this comfortable outside in this space and having fun. And that you're dressed and that you got on shoes and you got on body glitter and you got, like, you're really being a person right now. We went to, what is that place? El Malo or something like that over in West. It's nice in there. It's chef's kiss. But the millennial difference is that, like, it's girls in there. Your going out outfit is big mom jeans, a going out top, a cute top, and you have on some dirty ass Air Force Ones.
Not too much on me.
And it's just, no, but this is not a bar. This is like a club type situation. There's a dance floor. And it's like,
the girls don't dance.
So yes, I'm aging myself by being out here fully dressed, but I'm happy about it because rather that.
That's the thing.
Then you got on your 8th grade.
It's more
forces.
So like our gripes with being called old all the time. It's just like, just leave me alone. I'm content with being 30 years old because I've lived a life. I've had fun. But
I'm sorry.
You think you're being quiet?
I thought I was.
Did you think?
Can I just really quick? I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm good.
Like, did you think that you
I did for a second.
Weren't being loud?
Did you think you were being quiet?
I'm looking at you, genuinely think like she has no idea.
I was like, nobody knows what's going on.
Loud as fuck. Anyway, we have lived a life. We got to properly transition from high school to college, which is very important. Mm-hmm. We got to enjoy Drake when it wasn't weird.
Drake when it wasn't weird was great.
Drake, we got to get like prime Drake, prime like
Nicki,
prime Nicki, prime Meek. Everybody who's lame now, we got them in their prime. I'm like, everybody who we had to cancel now.
Or that just got weird.
Yeah. We got to enjoy them when we didn't have to feel icky about the shit that we were listening to. And that's also so interesting because honestly, nobody was listening to R. Kelly in those days. And now people want to just force like, I'm listening to R. Kelly. Nobody was listening to him.
No, I vividly remember when I used to go to the Rose at Alabama State and the DJ will always try to play R. Kelly. And I've never seen like the Crips and Bloods sorority flags tied so hard where they be like,
no,
hey, not up in here. And everybody's like, like just everybody from different. And he's like, all right, my bad.
Because honestly, it was kind of like old people hold music. Like we gonna listen to straight songs and we're gonna be freaky or like have like, cause they would call it.
Cause we invented sex. I'm just kidding.
But no, like literally during the funny business hours, what they would call it at the Q socials. Like at a certain time, it's like, what's funny business hours? Remember that, bitch?
What's funny business? Is it?
That's when they would play all the
like
freaky time. The funny business. Yeah, it's freak time. So it'd be like the lights get lower. Now it's time to like slow grind in the corner. And then the party would always end with Motivation by Kelly Rowland. That was how you go home.
Great song. That is prime. We finna go home and fuck music.
We finna go home. Yeah. Whoever you with, kiss them in the mouth. Figure it out. We going home. Or like once a little later, it's like Rocket by Beyonce.
Ours was She Got It. She got it. She got
I was listening to the family playlist on the way here. It was just so many different like moments.
Yeah.
No, one of my favorite songs to hear in the club, like in like a Nancy song, and it's so Florida, and you know it's by my king. Wait, no, that's actually not Plies.
What song?
Ain't no pussy like pussy. Ain't no pussy like a clean ass pussy.
Ain't
no pussy like a clean ass pussy.
Sometimes you say stuff to me, I think you're making it up.
That's a good clean pussy. I eat that pussy.
Oh, so this is real. Yikes. That
pussy clean. That pussy good. Oh my God, I love that song. Florida is just not a real place.
My favorite regional song was by a nigga named King South. And it goes, throw a stack of ones on you. A stack of ones on you. And then he goes, it's like this description of this woman he's talking about. He's saying it so fast and it's so comical. It's like a strip club anthem in Alabama. He's like, and the one right there with the light brown eyes and the tattoos on her feet. Na, 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 see-through thong, you look so good to me. I keep shaking that ass, I'ma throw this cat. And I used to be like, yeah, he not talking about me. I'm not light-skinned, I'm not tall, I don't have a foot tattoo, but it's me.
But goddamn it. No, it's like it's a song called Miss Ottaway Live. It's in Florida song, of course. Florida songs are just so ghetto. It's like, this bitch here fine, this bitch here bad. She Ottaway Live, she Ottaway. Wait. This bitch don't know that ass. This bitch got hips. This bitch got thighs.
Oh.
This bitch here bad. This bitch here bad. She all the way long.
And these are compliments of the highest order.
Oh my God. It's like this bitch here bad. Me?
You know what song? You know what song is so disrespectful to women? It's not even disrespectful to women. It's just like in my big grown age, if a man were to speak to me like this now, I would probably throw up. But thoroughbred, soft skin, pussy just right. Thoroughbred, soft skin, pussy just right. I'd be like, who, me? Yeah.
But we got to really enjoy things. Yeah, what we're saying.
That's
we got
the
to
point that we're making.
Transition. The poster girl, you know, I try not to be too like, I let the girls enjoy things. Time and place, like you said. And just also, it's not that, this not for us. We really are just, their culture is not our costume. The
True.
stripper culture is not our, when
And
people
if it's
started wearing pleasers, I was concerned. And then the outfits came, I'm just like, hey.
I think if you're going to wear it though, and like,
do it.
See me, if I'm going out, right? Well, I don't usually turn down an effort to go out because I have a glam routine that if someone says, you've got 30 minutes, I can get full glam and get ready to go. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to put on your poster girl outfit, pull your big wig from under the bed. Put your pleasers on. Put an anklet on. Put a little glitter on your titties. Put some spray on.
Spray some
Put some
perfume.
spray on. Put some, big fat ass curls. Like, do it. But you stepping out your poster girl outfit with your George Washington is crazy. That shit's fucking insane. I just genuinely can't get with it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate it. Is there anything else on TikTok that we need to discuss before we go on a joke of the week?
Briefly about Queen Leora getting jumped on her birthday. What's wrong? What happened to real bitches? I love Queen Leora. How the fuck y'all let that happen? I try not to go. I didn't go down the rabbit hole too deep enough on the TikTok. But I just want to address it.
And I heard she got jumped more than once at the same event.
Yes, she did like 2 or 3 times.
If a bunch of bitches show up to my birthday and y'all done came in theme, y'all done wore wigs I told y'all to wear, and first of all, I should never be able to get jumped on my birthday. Getting jumped on my birthday and I'm with, first of all, I don't even know 17 bitches today that I would go out with. Let's start there. But I'm out with a gaggle of hoes.
And nobody to be found?
And nobody to be found. I got jumped. And like, I'm not big on section culture or whatever, but I am big on like being transgressed. Look, you keep walking through my section and causing a kerfuffle, I'm going to start to take it personally. Because the way the clubs are set up, you don't have to walk through my section to get anywhere. You're trying to make a point. You're trying to be funny.
And that's why, so I didn't fully watch everything and get all the POVs. I just know she ain't no reason she should have got jumped on her goddamn birthday. There was another girl who was with them and who was just like, who's trying to be the peacemaker, but she didn't know that there was like history, which is why Leora got jumped. I mean, got bucked to begin with, and then it was like, I'll see you outside. So she fought the one bitch who was going through the section, but then her friends came and then started jumping Leora. And I don't fucking like it. So we're going to get to the bottom of it. But you fucking Birmingham bitches will be dealt with.
But I will say that like Alabama bitches, as long as I've been alive, are almost worse than like Florida bitches on that violent shit. Like when it's up, like it's really up. And I understand how it happened because I've seen shit happen like that. I've seen people get jumped at Magic City Classic in Birmingham. I've seen people get jumped. I've seen people from Birmingham jump people at Turkey Day Classic in Montgomery. I've seen it all. Yeah. So I definitely like understand how it happened, but like it could just be me and you ain't finna get jumped. You know what I'm saying? Like on any day, but on your birthday. But I don't like when violence arises. It reminds me of that Girlfriends episode when they was out there fighting, and then Joan was like, I didn't know I've never been in that situation before. Bitch, you got primal instincts. Don't play that peacemaker shit when I'm being physically attacked. I don't want to hear it. Hit a hoe. You better easiest thing you can do is take your shoe off and bop a bitch in the forehead.
I'm always gonna Crystal College hella bitch. But that's what I did the last time. Honestly, I haven't been in that situation since my first Founders Day, and we got into that fight on stage at Top Flight, and honestly, it was pretty iconic. And I was
iconic is crazy.
I'm in it. It's 47 of us. It's like 3 locals, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna kick this bitch with my Steve Maddens, and that's what I did.
Because that's what you
and they were
should do.
wedges. So it was hard, but it wasn't like bleeding. It didn't draw blood. So if it got to that situation, I don't know what I would do at my big 30-year-old age, but a shoe will be involved.
A shoe will be involved. And it's like, I'm not asking, because I have a lot of friends that are non-confrontational. I have a lot of friends that don't fight. However, I'm not asking you to then turn Super Saiyan on a hoe. I'm not asking you to be a completely different person. I'm asking
shit I need to get off anyway.
I'm asking you to acknowledge the fact that it's where was your ass at when the big bitch was jumping on me? That's how I feel.
Yeah, I've never been in a situation where like my friend's getting beat up and it has to be me, so I don't really know. I might just fight her for all my childhood traumas. Like it may have nothing to do. I'm so sorry. But whatever your name is.
But you finna get it today.
But you about to get it.
And the thing about they took the girl wig.
Took her wig.
Which is crazy because
so ghetto
if you take my wig and I see you with it all, I'm going to jail. It's my give me that fucking wig.
I got paid bands to get this wig. I get another one, bitch. Girl, fuck you. But also like
you're giving my wig back.
But like stealing a wig is just so
gutter butt.
I did see that one video where a girl who did hair like, yeah, my bitch got in a fight and she brought the bitch wig and I'm about to install it. You ever seen that video?
That was so funny.
But that was funny as fuck though.
That was funny.
That was different.
It was still wrong. That shit was funny.
Joke of the week. You want to go rock, paper, scissors?
Is yours about the topic as well?
Yes, both of them.
Okay, let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot. Okay. Ah, damn, you won.
Okay,
go first.
So, I was getting ready for work this morning. Mind you, Tuesday, when we record, is my hardest work day. So every 2 weeks, I have a really hard Tuesday because it's all gas, no breaks for me. So usually on those Tuesday mornings, I take JoJo on a very limited walk. Very limited. We go outside. He does his piss and poops. We will go basically around the block one time, like up the street and then back down the other side. So my boy gets his prison time. And then he goes back in the house on those Tuesdays. But this morning, I had woken up at maybe like 4:45. I was up.
You were 96 years old for real.
I know. So I woke up and I tried to go back to sleep. And then the thing about JoJo is if he hears any human movement in another room,
he's up.
You're awake. He's like a kid in that way. Like, oh, I heard you move.
No, I cannot get up because Cardi's gonna get up.
Oh, 100%. So, Cardi's a little cutie. But so when I heard that
pitter patter
outside my door.
I feel like I'm in a horror movie. Like,
yes, exactly. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do my piddling. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna get my shit ready for work
4:45.
At 4:45 in the morning. So I'm like, it gets to be maybe like, I watch a couple episodes of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, which I want to talk about that eventually as well.
Sun's not up, by the way. Go ahead.
Sun not up. I watch a couple episodes of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, wash some dishes, put some shit in the dishwasher. And eventually it's like 7 something and he and I go outside. After he got hit by that car, I've been very like stressed about like taking him outside, but we've been doing really good on our walks. He started listening more. And now that we got this body leash where it's like I put the leash around my waist, it clips and connects. So if he getting hit by a car, me too, because we're tethered to each other. So we're walking. I'm like, I'm gonna take you on a longer walk because I got time before I go to work, and I'm gonna be outside of the house so much today. So I wanted to give him his time. We get about 3 blocks from the house, and he's a very reactive dog. So I see another reactive dog like riling up to start cussing at him. So I'm telling the lady down the street, hey man, my dog reactive. Just letting you know. And she's like, mine too, he sucks. And I'm like, okay, so we see each other. So
I hate this nigga.
So I'm thinking, shit, it's cool. So I stop because I think I'm sending a text message or something. And JoJo sits down like a good boy. I see what is either a small squirrel or a large chipmunk pass his field of vision. And I saw his tail get to wagging, his little booty got to shaking. I said, no, don't do that. And I thought that he listened because he remained seated. Very shortly after, he gets up and starts to chase after said animal, pulls the leash across my body. I go to take a step to get untangled. He's pulling so hard. Mind you, JoJo's 70 pounds now.
That's a big ass dog.
He pulls so hard that and I'm in my Crocs, they're not in sport mode. My ankle
just useless.
Rolls, my whole body. I collapsed like that little stool you took to the Beyonce concert. That's how I collapsed in the middle of the street. And first of of all, whoever collects the trash, I'm not gonna say on what streets because it's too close to my house. But if you saw me fall down and you was collecting that trash and you just looked at me and said, "Damn," and got back on your trash truck, fuck you, bitch.
Fucking Mike Epps from Rollbound.
Yes, and I had on, when I say I had on little booty shorts, I
That
had on a
girl
tank
got
top.
booty shorts.
I had on booty shorts, a tank top. So I'm in my slut clothes at 7 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the street going, ah, oh shit.
What if it one of the same niggas who saw you fall on Ivan Allen all them years ago?
That would be terrible. So that would be awful. So I stood up. My leg was in so much pain. I stood up, and JoJo's still trying to run as I'm getting up because he realizes that he pisses me off. Because I was like, "Oh, you suck." I don't talk to my dog that crazy, but I was like, "You? Oh, you?
You're done.
You and me?" Ooh, so I'm just back and forth with his ass yelling. Well, not really back and forth because he's like, "Come on, what I do?
I'm just a pupper.
I'm just a boy." So I tried to stand up. It was so much pain getting up off the ground that it's tears running down my face. So it takes me about 15 minutes to go half a block trying to limp. And this dog is still connected to me. So he's also being unhelpful because he's walking at his normal pace, but that's faster than what I can move right now. So I had to call and be carried back to my home. And yeah, I just, you know how like, well, you grew up loved properly for the most part, but
on,
you
man.
no, I'm serious. I'm being serious. Like, so you know how parents will get mad at you so hard that it's like the safest thing for you to do is be in your goddamn room because I can't even look at you. I don't know what might happen if you don't get the fuck out of my face. I had to put that boy in the closet because you are finna be back on the blade, bitch. That was the closest he ever got to being back homeless.
to the fucking shelter.
You got to get out of here, bruh.
Oh my God.
You notice? I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
He's big as fuck. He a grown man.
I understand that I was embarrassed. I never considered getting the body leash that he could overpower me. Not once. I thought this was a safety measure. I thought that I had solved it. And that small squirrel / large chipmunk,
I have a joke to make, but it's so niche and it's so inappropriate.
do it, make
This
it.
is not the first time you've been overpowered by somebody who was smaller than you and you underestimated them.
And it was almost worse than that because like
And yeah, we saying the inside joke because y'all in
Yeah.
the reviews like, yeah, they be having inside jokes. Yeah, we friends, bitch.
and
Yeah,
you know
so what?
I'm done with my story about twisting my fucking ankle and my dog being a lunatic. Hey man, these reviews, watch the show or don't. I don't know what to tell you,
Honestly,
man.
I don't
And
know.
I hate to be bad. And whoever the fuck got on that review and called me deeply insecure, your mama's deeply insecure, and I'm sharing my deep insecurities. So when y'all are at home dealing with your deep insecurities, you know you're not by your fucking self. So it's not like I'm like, oh my God, look at my pain, look at my scars. It's because I know it's bitches at home going through the same shit I've been
it's
through.
probably you.
And it's probably you, first of all. So why don't you check that? Why don't you check that?
And they complain that they say I deeply dislike the ice. The ones who act normal, we locked in. The non-normals, and also if you notice, the episode before this one is no longer on YouTube.
Because I did a mistake.
And you know, I'm just like, hey man, and I just told you, hey friend, you gotta start picking your battles. You gotta start
we
being
just
more
had a
what-
conversation about me
We
picking my
literally
battles.
just had and I saw it happen in slow time, and in real time. I'm just like, this is not
Yikes.
gonna end well.
Yeah, so we- one
certain
of the-
people mass reported our last episode, so it's no
And
longer
it's
on
gone.
YouTube.
And that's my fault. And I apologize for that. I took accountability personally with Melanie over text messages. And I'm taking accountability again to Melanie on the show. Sorry to our listeners that show was deleted. That was 100% my
still
fault.
on Spotify, and the video is on Spotify.
It's still on there. So I'm so sorry.
You got spammed. Okay, my story time.
I want to say one more thing before we get serious. Before you do yours and we get serious. Thank you. We're not reading letters anymore because of why we told you that we're not reading letters. And some of your letters are deeply serious and deeply personal. And if it comes a time where you don't get a response to those letters, it's because like we empathize with you, but we don't necessarily know what to say. And don't think that we're getting these personal letters and we're not feeling for you and we're not.
There's nothing that could be the right thing to say.
It's because I don't want to send a message back and literally all I can say is that I'm sorry, because that would be unhelpful to me. But some of the certain things that people are talking about, I genuinely,
They sent an apology today.
I saw that too. And I genuinely be hoping y'all are okay, man. But it's certain stuff I genuinely don't know what to say.
It's too heavy, and like I know we're silly and goofy. We're very transparent about our lives and like the hardships, but like we are literally just girls who have not gone to school for any of these things. So like it's not much we can do and say. So unless the letter is silly and goofy and like, oh, I have 2 boyfriends. Yes, let's do this. Let's get some sitcom hijinks.
Or even if it's serious but silly, but like some of the stuff like
it's too heavy.
And I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
That's your life. This is some real stuff.
So I'm not crying. I'm just hot.
I'm like,
no, I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I just want you to know, if you've sent a rather serious letter to the podcast and didn't receive a response to it, this is the response. We love you. We're happy to be a part of your community, but it's only so much. I'm the 3 letters I read. I am so sorry. Yeah. And I hope that it gets better for you. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being shady. You got to talk to somebody about that has letters in front of or behind their name, because we
are 2 dumbasses with microphones.
Listen, just 2 dumb bitches telling each other exactly. So please get some help from somebody who's smart.
All we know is dick.
I got some advice, but it ain't good.
Video games, I can tell you how to shoot 3-pointer on 2K.
With the Big Miss Susu though, since I shared about my attempt and I'm still here, people think that I got like the recipe to like not dying, and it's like I actively choose to not die every day. That's all I can tell you, is that like it didn't go away because it didn't happen. So like I wake up every day and I'd be like, you know what we not doing today? Dying. Yeah. That's literally all I got for you, but that's unhelpful. I think that's unhelpful.
There needs to be real professionals involved, and we absolutely are not them. I think that is it. Okay,
sorry, joke of the week.
My joke of the week. Okay, so I went to the Breeding 5 concert on Sunday. B5. Y'all know I love B5. I've been their biggest fan for quite some time, and I had like a full plan of how I was going to confront them about not answering my email for my birthday party. But I was honestly having such a good time that I didn't even care about being.
I wanted to hear about the confrontation.
I was so happy that I was like, I'm not even mad no more. I'm not even upset. So as soon as you get
my crop is gone, so I'm just barefoot. It's fine. I'll get it. Yeah.
As soon as they announced that they were coming to Atlanta, I was like, perfect. And I'm thinking, because I live in like a bubble, I guess, and I'm the only person that I know who loved B5 other than my high school bestie Brittany, who we was locked in with B5 together. I'm thinking we the only like last 2 standing. But when I logged on that motherfucking website and all the front row tickets were gone and we had to sit at table 60-fucking-6
at the City Winery.
At the City Winery. Now, granted, we weren't in the back. We were like on the second group of tables. But I'm just like, who are these hoes that took up all the good fucking seats?
Because I thought it was just me and my girl.
I thought it was just me and my bitch who were going to this concert. That bitch sold out. They had to add another show last night. So
that's fun.
We got us tickets. Yes, I'm sorry for them. And so I was like, hey, Brittany, bitch, I got us tickets. Now, I bought the tickets, but you're going to get your own meet and greet. That was another like $200. I said, bitch, now get it.
I got I can meet and greet myself.
But like, I got money for the ticket for both of us, but I ain't got both of our meet and greets. And now we getting too steep now. So I was like so excited. And we like literally became besties through B5. Like we were on the message boards. Like she loved Carnell. I love Brian. I was Brian's girl 94. That was like my whole introduction to the internet. Like my first names on everything. I could have MySpace, so I was like on everything else as Brian's girl 94. So I wouldn't be here as the internet bitch that I am.
Had it not been for B5.
Had it not been for B5, because that was what I was doing on the internet. So anyway, we get spray painted shirts. I'm like, oh, ain't nobody gonna have shirts on. So excited. No one thought of this. Bitch, we pulled up to that fucking first off, the line, I got there like 30 minutes early. The line was already down the hallway.
We were both at Ponce City Market at the same time. I saw your dot. I saw that you were there.
You look at my dot?
I look at the dots.
But you didn't say that?
Well, I was leaving. I was like about to pull off. And I was going through. I didn't want to be seen. I was incognito.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So I pull up. It's hella bitches there. Grown bitches. I'm like, what? They have matching t-shirts. They have t-shirts. This girl in the front of me in line had a bustier made of a collage of pictures of B5.
Style. Cunt.
I
camp.
said, have y'all organized? They're like, they had like an inside joke. They all had little buttons. I said, what is this? They've been talking on the internet for weeks. So anyway, I'm so glad we got the meet and greet.
She said, no woo-woo's on my phone.
That's exactly. I said, I didn't get no woo-woo. I said, what is this? So somebody like, oh my God, Mel, hi, like, welcome. I was like, what do y'all got going on? So we get to the fucking sound check. So, you know, I'm a go-getter. I said, bitch, I'm about to go sit front and center. I sit front and center. They all come out. They're pointing at my shirt. I'm like delusional enough to think they know me, but delusional enough to think I'm just a girl, right? Mm-hmm. So like they're liking my shirt. I feel like Brian knew who I was, right?
Period.
Me, he's like, oh, you know, they're like, oh, I like your shirt. I'm like, oh, thank you. Then me and Dustin. So Dustin's the oldest brother. And I wasn't really deep into B2K. I liked B2K. I had my favorite in B2K, but they were so much older than me that they were like unattainable. When you pick your favorite nigga as a little girl, you pick your favorite nigga. You see all the niggas in the group. Okay, you think, who do I think is cute? But also, who's more in my age group that I can actually pull?
Yeah.
So I was like, Dustin was fine, but I'm 11. You're 18. We have nothing in common. So I'm going to go with Brian. Different. So it was just, oh, what?
No, because see, for me, I'm 11 and you're 18, and what you're going to be is my fucking husband.
No, well, yes, because he was always like there, but it's like, I need to be realistic. I don't even have my titties yet. Now, had I been like 13 or 14 and he was 18, different story. 11, I'm just, and you don't think that deep at 11. So I'm like, me and Brian locked in. We were locked in. We met a couple times when I was little. Great. But Dustin, me and him had a connection. It was just so crazy. He comes right in front of me, sings. And when I tell you,
today in 2024, not as a child.
This is Sunday.
Okay, yes, go on.
He comes and sings to me. No one else is in there. Like, it was like the delusion. Like, it's like the spotlight. It's like, and I'm like, what are the odds I can finally pull Dustin when I'm about to get married? This is insane. My life is a lie. This is awful. So we go. I have my moment with him. I have my moment with Kelly because I'm rapping back and forth. Because I was like, he's the best rapper in the world.
I saw that you said
so he was laughing at that because I think they knew who I was, but they was also at work. So I go to the meet and greet. We get our way to line. So I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna say? And I walk up and Brian immediately reaches in for a hug. And I'm like, oh my god. He said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm so sorry. So I was trying to show him my picture, but he said sorry. I'm like, oh, he must be saying sorry about the whole email thing. It didn't hit me till I was left to walk away. Then he's like, it's so good to see you. So I'm like, oh, you know me.
That's so crazy.
That is so crazy.
Yeah,
it really warmed my heart. So we hugged. I showed my picture. I wanted to recreate it, and there were no solos. But he took the selfie anyway. The man was like, hey, you know any of those solos? I'm like,
the one you got me.
So we take a picture with the group, and then I go like say my little piece, and then I walk away, and then Dustin reaches in for a hug. And again, I'm completely delusional, but I might not be fully delusional. And he reaches in a hug, and it was like a very like that one nigga who do skits was like when you with your old bitch at the club, like stop playing. It was one of them kind of hugs. He was like, you come to the after party? I was like, oh my god, Dustin, yes, Dustin. I'm going. You're gonna get married.
Yes.
Oh my god, Dustin.
You fucking idiot, man.
And it's so funny because me and Brittany wrote a story like this when we were in high school. Ninth grade.
Not your fan fiction came true.
It came true. I swear, it was a story. It's called Hey Uncle Dustin, and I'm married to Brian, but Dustin kept on trying to talk to me, and I started fucking with Dustin. And then once we got of age, we changed the story to Chris Brown and Trey Songz because that was kind of like the thing at the time. But it came true. So this is my delusion. So I was having the best day of my life, but then I almost died, y'all. Seriously, I almost died on Sunday.
Okay.
So we leave. So the meet and greet was at like 4. So it's over around 5:30, but the concert don't start till 7:30. So we're like, let's kill some time. Walk around Ponce City Market. Mind you, I have a 10-year-old spray painted on my shirt. So everyone's staring at me like, what the fuck is this bitch problem? My ass is out. So every older black woman is judging me because I went to Rainbow and I got that skirt.
The bubble skirt.
The bubble skirt, so cute. But I was like, the extra large, I'm going to look like a whale in it. Like it's going to be just too big.
Yeah.
So I got the large, but when I tell you my entire ass was out, I was on ass patrol all day. Like, you have on something that's too short,
and you gotta keep
kind of
pulling
give a fuck about it, and it's like, and it was such a weirdly crafted skirt that it was hard to pull down. Whatever. So we go to the Mexican restaurant. I'm not very hungry because I'm so jittery. Like I realize when I'm really excited, I don't eat. So I had some chips and dip. My stomach immediately started hurting. I usually have gas. So I'm like, oh, he's got a little gas. It wasn't dairy, whatever. So the whole concert, I got gas. I'm farting. I'm burping at the concert. So I'm like waiting until it get loud. I'm like, woo! And my stomach was just like not having a good time. But I'm like, it's just gas. I'll be fine. The concert was great. I loved it. I almost cried. It was great. I leave the concert. I go to the after party because Dustin needs me.
Okay.
Dustin needs me at the after party. Like me and Brian have our connection, but like this is me and Dustin's moment. They were like, oh bitch, you gotta go to the after party. It's real intimate with the boys. Like you get to like talk to them, whatever.
You
so
just want to speed past Dustin needs me. Like, go on.
So anyway, so I'm driving. I'm on the phone with my homegirls. We on like a group FaceTime. I park. I'm like, okay, we can wait a little second because it don't start till a certain time. It end at a certain time, whatever. So I'm talking to him on the phone. As I'm talking, my stomach just started to be in like, snap your fingers to your stamp. Like my stomach was like, I was like, oh, good. I gotta go. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I think I had a completely empty. So I had a big breakfast, so I wasn't hungry when I left to go.
And you hadn't had any alcohol.
I had a little bit of a margarita,
okay,
but it wasn't like drunk. And I had a Sprite at the City Winery and water. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
Your stomach has, since I've known you, never done well when you've had alcohol and nothing on your stomach ever. in the years that I've known you. Not once.
I don't think anyone does well with that.
No,
But
see
especially
me,
not mine.
me and my crew.
Oh.
I'd be like, let me eat this carrot before I start
No,
drinking.
I literally had half of a frozen marg, and my stomach was like, no. And it wasn't like a drunk sick. It was just like, bitch, you're about to die. So just strap in. And it was so funny because they had it at Ember. Remember, you know what Ember is?
No.
Up Crescent Avenue. It used to be something else, obviously.
Like 595. Did it used to be that event space?
No, right down from where traffic is.
That's where
And
the girls
Finn and
have their
Feathers.
nipples at over your eggs.
No. You
Finn
know
and Feathers. Yes.
by where the other 10 Liz used to be.
By where they used to have that beach club thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opera.
Yeah,
By Opera.
I got it. Okay.
So we go there and we park. So we're thinking it's gonna be an intimate thing, but it's like, no, it's the regular club. It's regular. It's YNs everywhere. YNs all over the place.
Like
I'm
the ski masks kind?
no, just regular YNs because they're going to the club, the same club that we're going
Fair.
to, and Finn and Feathers.
Fair.
This is where YNs should be.
Yes.
But I'm sick, and now as I'm sitting there sick, I'm like, and usually I throw up a lot
Yes.
because of my stomach issue, not because I'm pregnant. Again, I hate that now. I'm engaged. Oh, are you pregnant? No, I'm actually. Please call the ambulance. Actually. So I start like gagging. I'm just like, oh my God. And it's like young niggas everywhere. So I don't want to be like, that bitch throwing up. Like, I don't want to.
Check out this fucking senior citizen.
And the little bitch with the side swoop, she throwing up in that car. Like, I don't want to be that bitch, but now I'm like, so I'm like waiting for the young niggas to pass my car. So I'm just like, bleh. I threw up. Like, I had drank some water. I threw up so much.
Jesus Christ.
And it was nothing on my stomach. So it was just water.
Just water, yeah.
I eventually, like, my friend Brittany, I was like, bitch, come to the car. She's like, are you okay? And she was so worried about me. I'm like, bitch, no. So I was like, can you go to Finn and Feathers and give me something to eat? So while she's gone, I throw up again. At this point, I'm like throwing up the chips and dip and the guac. I'm just like,
yuck.
and I'm like, I've never felt no pain and no feeling like this in my life. And then we're in the car so long, B5 is now showing up to the club to do their walkthrough.
Okay.
So
B5 doing a walkthrough, insane.
They had a section, like, literally in College Club was just, it was like people who were in the club, and then it was just like them in their section, and then just bitches. So
Longevity.
I'm trying to get myself together. I get a little piece of the fry, a little piece of the chicken. I'm like, okay, we're good. I go pay the $30. I'm like, I'm fine. Because, like, they're walking by and I have to throw up again, but I'm like,
The
I'll be
bridesmaids,
damned.
you look sick.
I'm actually
hungry.
I feel I'm totally fine.
Do you want this Jordan almond?
Literally, that was me. So I was like, I'm fine. Like, B5 is walking by, like, they pulling up. Like, I'm watching what car they in, everything, like, who they pulling up with. And I have to throw up again. But I was like, if I throw up in front of B5, just go ahead and leave me right here. I'm just dying right
Bury
here.
me loose.
I'm just like, I was literally just like, it was so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. I'm
And
like,
this is just rogue sickness. It
this
was
is
snow.
out of nowhere. So I'm throwing up in a bag. We go in the club. I'm like, fine, I'm going. We paid our money to be here. You deserve this. I'm so sorry for ruining your night. We're going inside. We go in. It's so fucking hot in there. It's niggas everywhere. I can't even get to fucking Dustin because I know he's waiting to see me. I know he was like, where is Mel? So I'm devastated. I said, Brittany, let's just go. And like, as we're walking out, I'm like, I run out of the, I'm like, all right, bye. Because people were like recognizing me. Like, oh my God, it's Mel. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. Thank you. It's so nice to meet you. I run across the street and throw it behind somebody's Honda CRV.
Yuck.
Just body just giving up on me. She's like, do you need to drive home? I was like, I gotta get home. Like, I gotta figure it out.
Driving home when you sick be the worst thing ever because nobody's responsible for what happens in that vehicle but you. And it's like, if I throw up in here, not only do I gotta be sick, I gotta clean it up. It's
the only bag I had in my car, I usually have a random Target bag or something in there. I didn't have one. I had a Ziploc that I keep my mask in before I go to the airport. I took the Ziploc. I was driving with the Ziploc like this on 20, just like this, fighting for my life. I make it home, finally, and I'm on the phone with Dwayne the whole time. Oh, I'm on the phone with that boy.
They know his name.
I know, but it's like, dang, I really be calling him his name. I'm on the phone with him the entire time. But when I get in the house, I'm like feeling sick again. I was like, oh, I found some Tums. They're not expired. I'm going to take them. Literally, I walked from the pantry to my island.
Throw up again.
Immediately. So I'm like running up the stairs trying to I literally drop all my shit in my room and like fall into my toilet and just throw the Tums up immediately.
I'll take a poop over a throw up any day.
It was physically, I was like, how am I going to survive morning sickness if my entire body is like, I'm choking, I'm throwing up. I'm like, babe, call my mom, please. Like, he's in my purse over there. He's like, what? I'm like, oh my. So So my mom comes and like, I'm so pitiful. I still have on my little dunks and my little skirt. I'm like on the floor, like, Mom, please.
When I fell down today, I said, Mom. That's how.
We're calling me Mommy. It don't matter how old you are, your mom gotta come save the day.
Oh.
So I took some water. She got me some ginger ale, and I put my heating pad on, and I was better. And I went to sleep, and I woke up yesterday completely fine. I said, "What the fuck was that? Don't almost kill me and then not say nothing else."
Body's aging is just some of the worst shit ever. I remember 2022. I was First of all, thank you. The thing that surprised me the most about my body is like changes to my bladder. I started peeing weird. I would say about like 28 or 29.
What do you mean peeing weird?
I'm gonna get into it, and I had this conversation with Rita.
Okay, the booty hole is, when did you know your body was changing? So
Okay, so my body, I knew my body was changing when like my pee, like I got to pull my pants down around my ankles like a little boy to squat and pee. I peed on the back of my pants so many different times.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, and it started happening as I got closer to 30. And I remember one time it was me and Rita and our friend Deja at work, and I came in back from the bathroom to our office, and I was like, "Hey man, anybody got something I can put around my waist?" I kind of peed on the back of my pants a little bit, and Rita, being normal, was just like, "Oh yeah, no, I got you," and gave me something. And our coworker is younger than us, so she's like,
"What the fuck do you mean?"
She's like, "That's not normal. You're being weird for acting like it's normal. Why did you pee on the back of your pants?" And we're like, "Oh no, just give it a second. In a couple of years, you're gonna be pissing on the back of your pants." And she's like, "No, the fuck I'm not."
Yes,
and we're like, "Yes, the fuck you are." I don't know what happened to my pee. I used to be able to piss on a goddamn dime. I used to be able to squat with, you know, them carnival games where you squirt the water gun in the hole. I used to be, when I say that my pee used to be a sniper, and now like I have to put my pants down around my ankle. I have to grab the crotch of my pants and move it forward.
Yeah.
And then pee like that. And then I can't hold my bladder. I can hold my bladder. I do my Kegels every day at 3 p.m. I have a very strong pelvic floor. But something about needing to pee, it's no longer like, oh, I'm going to wait till I get there. Or, oh, I'm gonna hold it until I finish what I'm doing. Like, I have to pee now. I have to pee immediately. And that's been like that, I would say, since about 28 and a half.
See, that's crazy. For me, on my birthday, I peed on myself. We were at Jeju. And I noticed I pee better when I have pubic hairs. If my puss is blank, like bald, she's going everywhere. We got to spray her. We got to spray her. And it usually, what happened, it created a stream down my thigh.
In your Jeju clothes?
I'm trying to figure out if I was butt-ass naked or if I think I had just put my clothes on. And I think I was a little, like, wet. Not like in a sexual, nasty way, but I think I had walked around. Just as in a
vagina.
Like the coochie just had a little...
And it's steamy in there.
Yeah, probably a little sweat, so it was messing up the stream. So the stream was...
Yeah.
So my body changed. I remember it was like the weekend before my 24th birthday, and that's when I started this burping shit. And shortly after that's when I started gaining the weight. So we went. It was Atlanta Greek Picnic Weekend 2018.
Just come on.
just walk, baby.
Just walk. Just
2018.
walk.
Sorry. And we had like made a whole weekend out of it because we had some like line sisters in town. So we went to Compound. We
Not
went
Compound,
section.
child.
This was like one of the last great Atlanta weekends. Like we went to Compound. We went to brunch. Then from brunch we went to actual AGP.
Oh, so this is an all day affair.
This was an all weekend. So like that Sunday, I want to say, with the BET Awards. We watched the BET Awards to end the weekend. And I think like Bree had cooked. She had made some Alfredo. I'm like, hell yeah. I made some Alfredo today with some Bertolli, and I doctored that shit up so good. It was so good. Anyway, she made some Alfredo. We eat and we having a good time. And I'm like, I got gas. I'm like, I'm burping. What's that about? Nothing was the same for that baby. I don't know. I doubt it obviously wasn't Bree, but like, you're old now, bitch. Welcome to the gang. Since then, bitch, I ain't had a peaceful stomach since.
Having to take, let me tell you something.
Medicine.
My body rejects food like I am like a bubble child now. Like I will want something just because I've been craving it. Like, and I can get gutter butt when it comes to food. I may never tell anybody about it, but like I saw on the way here that there's a T-Pain meal at Checkers. I need to know what that is. I need to see what that be talking about.
You know what my favorite themed meal was last year?
What?
You gonna judge me?
It's the Arby's thing.
they had a good burger 2 meal at Arby's, bitch, and it came with a Angus burger and a strawberry milkshake. That motherfucker
I
was
searched
delicious.
the word Arby's on my Twitter to talk about something else, and I saw that years ago I tweeted, my friend and her man run the strongest pro Arby's campaign that I've ever seen. Like, I think these niggas are being paid. I've never seen anything like it in my whole. I don't know anybody that go harder for Arby's than you
know
two
what,
niggas.
Me and Dwayne ordered that good burger meal together.
No, I mean, I get it when the Arby's in the airport is a safe choice. So I might get a little Arby's if I'm in, what is that? Concourse D. I might get a little Arby's if I'm over there. Fine. But I ain't just checking for no Arby's. But anyway,
Arby's has some good food.
my body, curly fries on point. My body rejects food so hard that, like, I've had to buy fiber gummies, which, let me tell you motherfuckers something. I went to the grocery store, which, mind you, I don't even be in the grocery store no more because I get my groceries delivered. But I physically needed to go to the grocery store to pick up a prescription. So I said, while I'm in here, I'm going to get some things. I go and get fiber gummies, which are so expensive. And everything else in the vitamin aisle be buy one, get one free. Or buy one, get one half off, except the fiber gummies. And that pisses me off so bad. No shitting for you. Because why am I paying $21 to take a shit? Anyway, because when I say my stomach was, you know how Nene said that Bob was folded under? My stomach was so fucked up from something. I ate wings that weren't from my normal wing place, and my body got fucked up. I take my fiber gummies to the counter. Little girl gonna tell me, I didn't see her ID, and I know I didn't buy no wine. Because usually I got my ID out, because I'm buying me some champagne, but I had wine at the house. I said, what the fuck? I said, what you need my ID for? She's like, for the fiber gummies.
Is the YNs making drugs?
I said to this child, she was a kid, I said, are you fucking with me? She said, no, ma'am. I said,
no, ma'am.
I said,
this old bitch was rude as fuck to me today. Get some fiber gummy, shitty ass bitch.
I was so mad because nothing. When you are constipated, there's nothing in the world you want more than to take a shit. So like you've added a barrier to me taking a poop. Talking about some my ID, so I pulled my ID out. I said, what the fuck going on in here?
Well, you gotta ask. Did you ask why?
I said, hey man, I said, why do I need my ID for the gummies? She talking about some. It's just the rule, ma'am. Say ma'am again. Say ma'am. And I know you're calling me ma'am because I'm buying fiber gummies, which is fair.
Because they know young bitches are shitting.
Young bitches are shitting regularly. They shit up their backs every day.
In them dorms.
Every day. It's gotten to the point I can't do it with my hurt leg. It's gotten to the point, thank you. When I take a shit and my stomach hurt, I put my foot on the side of the toilet to contort my body to get the shit out. I will just
get the poop stool.
No, listen. I got two.
You don't do nothing normal. Why is your foot on the toilet?
I gotta do too many different poses. I put my foot up on the side and I lean forward, or I might lean to the side. Because I saw a video on TikTok. It was like, if you can't get your poops out, this is the best way to do it.
You gotta get off TikTok.
Man, listen.
Why are you doing bicycle legs?
Listen,
in this Spider-Man poses
this left leg on the side of the toilet gonna get that shit out every time. It's gonna get that shit out every time, honey. If I got to do yoga to clear these bowels, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna take
me a shit. Before we go, it was just something silly that happened. Because you just mentioned something like when things happen weird when you go places, you got to ask questions. Mm-hmm. So I went to go get my teeth cleaned, and it was with the negative ass dental hygienist saying weird shit,
asking you all those weird questions,
which is neither here nor there. But when I pulled up, I saw big cranes outside. I saw a bunch of like people doing air stuff, but I didn't think nothing of it. And then I walk in, and the sign's like, "Hey, sorry for the inconvenience. Like the air is out." I'm like, "Okay." Then he's like, "Yeah, sorry." When he's doing my teeth, he's like, "Yeah, sorry, it's so hot." They stole the AC units from the entire plaza. Who the fuck is stealing AC units from entire? You know how big them fucking AC units from an entire shopping center? He said the fucking AT&T was the only place in the entire plaza that had air because they stole all of them. You have to go on top of the roof of these buildings to get these AC units. Do these niggas have fucking Optimus Prime helping them get these shit? And shit? What the fucking what?
Some of the shit they steal, man. Even the shit with the Kias and the Hyundais and stuff. I just don't wonder, why would you want? What are you doing with this stuff once you get it? I genuinely don't understand. But apparently there's a market for everything. The meth heads be stealing copper. Mm-hmm. And doing shit with copper. I don't know what the market is for that because that ain't none of my business. But
some stuff you just gotta stay out of.
Yeah, but this changing body shit, man. Honestly, shit that you can expect. My boobs be hurting randomly sometimes. And I'm like, what is it? Did little Timmy fall down a well? Like, what the fuck is going on that my titties are randomly hurting? I gotta sleep with a pillow under my back because my back hurts all the time. And it's not that I'm not an active person. I'm especially active now because I work out pretty much every day. But even then, it's like my body is fighting the progress. It's like, no, we said that we're getting old.
We want to be fat.
We want to be old and we want to age and we want to be crumbly. I gotta make sure I have fucking calcium now. I gotta have calcium so my fucking brittle ass bones don't get osteoporotic. It's just
That's a crazy word and thing to be worried about.
I'm just saying, like, it's so much shit. Like, even now, like, the girls our age, they're marketing Rogaine to us because we're losing our hair and shit like that.
Rogaine is nuts.
Yeah, but I think we gotta wrap up, y'all.
Okay,
I think we gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.